This is a good example of how to treat trolls like this in Congress.
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling, if someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad-built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
What now?
In this,
Well, how dare you attack the physical appearance of another person? Oh, girl, baby girl. Oh, really? Don't even play.
is a good example of how not to respond to trolls in Congress. I don't think I should have to explain the big difference and why it matters. We're in 2024. This is not 2003. This is not the Bush era. These people don't care about decorum no more. You have to stoop to their level. Because two things are going to happen. One, they're going to make you seem triggered. And to be honest, AOC showed how triggered she was. She had AOC
Dare you attack the
going like that. And the how dare you and all that shit, they can just call you a Karen. I'm not saying it's accurate, but they can say that. No, the way you deal with this is exactly how Jasmine Crockett dealt with it. She didn't get mad at all until they started interrupting her and trying to apply a double standard. But she just laughed it off. The first time when she talked about her eyelashes, she just laughed it off and then started roasting her. That's how you do it. You notice how the dog was silent and didn't have anything to say after that? That's how you beat a bully at his own game. Because when AOC was doing all that, how dare you and don't ever talk about somebody's looks, the dog just started talking shit. And I try not to refer to women as dogs or bitches, but in this case, I have to make an exception. I'm sorry, the dog. AOC, let me holler at you real quick, though. Aren't you from the Bronx? How do you let her talk to you like that and just make you look so foolish? You're from the Bronx and you're Puerto Rican? And you were a bartender? How do you let her get you flustered? How did you not have no ammo ready? How do you let this redneck female backyard wrestler give you the business like that? Seriously? Oh, baby girl. Baby girl don't even play? I was waiting for the follow-up. Where's the follow-up? And the dog responded perfectly to this.
down. Oh, girl, baby girl. Oh, really? Don't even play, baby girl. I don't.
Exactly. That was weak. That was a weak comeback. And Jasmine Crockett's jab made up for AOC's weak comeback, but still, there is so much material on a thing like this. You can just go on a whole hour just roasting this thing. I kind of wish Jasmine would have done a little bit more, but I know they would have just interrupted her. They would have cut her off, probably even cut her mic off. And you might be thinking to yourself, this doesn't matter. At the end of the day, this is not going to have any effect on politics. Oh, yes, it is. People like these bullies, they need to find out the hard way. They need to get a taste of their own medicine every now and then, preferably constantly, every single day. You really think Marjorie Taylor Green would be this loud and obnoxious if people flipped it back on her and started bullying her? No, she will be quiet as a church mouse. She will try her best not to bring attention to herself. If it wasn't just Jasmine Crockett, if it was more people in Congress started roasting her and getting in her face and screaming back at her, bringing her down a peg, she wouldn't be this loud and obnoxious. It is important. This thing here, the dog, she is really powerful within her party. She almost controls that shit. She's at least one of the leading voices. She got a lot of those dudes in her party pussy whipped. They don't like her, but they're afraid of her for some reason. Loud and bold white supremacy is not good for anybody. This is how they get people complacent and essentially normalize white supremacy by being loud about it every day, by getting just a tiny bit more racist each week, to the point where something that we thought was racist as hell like a year ago won't seem that way eventually because they get us used to it. I honestly feel like this is their strategy. No, it's time to make white supremacists quiet again. The more people like her, like Donald Trump, like Tucker Carlson, the more quiet they become, the more of them that crawl back into the tiny little holes where they came from, the weaker this new white supremacist movement becomes.